Hello folks, hi everybody. My name is Miguel. Well, this is from the Universal Man 002 channels. This is about being patriotic. What is it being patriotic? What is the pride of your own country? For Korean folks, I'm sorry about these two messages. Out of pure patriotism, Psy is a great guy, and what I'm using this phone is made by one of your companies. So what I'm telling you is that by your own companies, then, well, it was so amazing that you have made this competitor of the iPhone, the Galaxy. But yes, I'm sorry for these videos, because regarding to the FTA between South Korea and the United States with a certain product, besides by mostly motorcycles, Harley Davidson going out of business, if not Harley Davidson outselling one of your products. Yeah, because Tony Montana has used the word cockroach, and in Japan, people in Japan call Korean people cockroaches. It's not out of insult, out of anything like that. It's mostly like out of pure patriotism that that the U.S. could make the great products, and we're not gonna let it go down by competitors from other countries, especially South Korea. To Japanese folks, what is patriotism? I think patriotism is being pride of something good for your own country. I have seen out of your own heroes, samurais, ninjas, are those being patriot, and those being your patriotism of some sort of kind? Well, even though there were shoguns, even though talking about the last samurai, yeah, I remember the Commodore Perry used to settle in Japan. But being proud of him, yes, he did. He brought it more to known your culture. That's the Japanese people. But what is it, patriotism, when it goes in a sort of way? George Washington, 1776, July 4th, was started right here in this country, in the United States, has liberated from the British invasion, British controlled. The American Revolution. Probably you might know this. That's considered a patriot. Being patriotic into what is the pride of your own country. I am proud, even though I was born actually in New Jersey. Parents Colombian. I have visitors coming from somewhere else. Relatives of my mother's. Right here in this room, but being patriotic is being something you're proud of. Probably products, for example, Sony on the TVs. People that, is this your patriotism in something, in this sort of way? WBC, World Baseball Classic. You have won something in World Baseball Classic, 2006, 2009. Yes, that's a sort of patriotism. You see, and you feel good about something. What is be proud of my own country? I am so proud of the Dream Team. The Dream Team is the U.S. basketball team that have won gold in the Olympics. That is proud of the USA. That is pride of the U.S. dedicated to one thing only. But when it comes to things like this, What is it? What is it for your own pride? You know what is people praising one guy out of the wrong source of a bad sense of insecurity, and I will tell you why. Arthur James Simpson, O.J. Simpson, in your own patriotism, you know, on throughout James Simpson. Well, he was a pride. American football, and we call it football here in the United States. You know, out of the maximum of 2,000 yards, you know, a running back from the Buffalo Bills. But what else of his defense? He did killed 2 people. He killed his wife, Nicole Brown Simpson, back in 1994. He killed Nicole's friend, Ronald Goldman. So, whatever this kind of pride, people were rooting for him. I don't know what was going to happen with you guys. I love what it is, but I don't like that sense of thing of killing dolphins. That makes me so sad. And there's other issues encountered. I'm not gonna talk about other issues. You know, I don't know about the Nanking or about the comfort women. Yes, I did in the Embargo Man channel about the comfort women area. The Nanking thing, I don't know if it's true or not, but that's just one thing. But now what we're talking about this going on with the O.J. Simpson case of 1995 and what O.J. Simpson did. O.J. Simpson had ran off with his Ford Bronco, and the police chase was, you know, the police chase was like, he says like, oh no, he didn't do it or whatever. But then around 1995, or yes, 1995, that's what happened in the O.J. case. What had happened is people that had always followed that O.J. Simpson is really innocent, he'll say, people might said, you know, mostly African American pride, that's not a good pride of sense of you know, keeping somebody innocent, not even knowing, covering it up. What it is that what they said, even though there's a Japanese American judge in this theory, I'm not gonna blame you guys, but this judge has nothing to do with this, but I will tell you what happened. Even Johnny Cochran, some of you Korean folks say that Judge Lance Edos had helped O.J. Simpson get out of jail and brought out to the judge, right? That's your problem. Don't think about this. But to Japanese folks out there talking about the O.J. Simpson case, what had happened with O.J. Simpson? O.J. Simpson was pled not guilty. He was not guilty of first-degree murder. He was not guilty of a second-degree murder. What happened with him? O.J. Simpson just got away with murder. I knew he killed Nicole Brown Simpson. I knew he killed Nicole's friend, Ronald Goldman. So what's all the evidence? All the evidence is that it's going to happen again. But some of you, think about it, you might praise one of your own kind. And what is the wrong faults of security, of mistrusting and trying to believe by your own people? Believing your own people is the whatever incidents of this case of this man called Jose Canseco. What is about Jose Canseco? He was a baseball player, and then he came out and lies about things, or he was telling some things about baseball players using steroids. The thing about baseball players using steroids is that Jose Canseco has found out about things. So, what was going to happen if Jose Canseco gets murdered and an O.J. Simpson case comes Yeah, comes in the way. A case similar to the 1995 O.J. Simpson trial. Similar to the 1995 O.J. Simpson verdict. All right. Would you? I think some of you, or not about all of you, and I gotta judge everybody, are going to support the guy that murders Jose Canseco. I believe so because it is because on your own belief system, besides making Godzilla movies, besides your samurai warriors and your emperors and everything else, you want to just trust the guy that killed Jose Canseco and seeing that he's the innocent man, while someone that have failed that killed him, he's the guilty one, and then you characterize him as the guy that murders Jose Canseco, who is not Japanese. Come on, man. Come on, folks. Even a woman that she might play the piano very well might trust the guy that murders Jose Canseco and despise the other guy that failed to protect him and classified him as the guy that did really kill Jose Canseco. Right? So what would happen if Jose Canseco decided to manages the team of China, the baseball team of China, and try to mock Japan that the Japanese baseball players use steroids? Well, the matter of fact of your patriotism in favor of the guy that murders him, it will result to sell more books, more copies of the book Juiced. That the book Juice will become one of the biggest best sellers of all time. And you know who will give it up to being the best seller, or the number 2 or the number 1 best seller of all time, even surpassing the Bible? You know who will buy a lot of this book Juice? The Chinese. That's who's gonna buy Jose Canseco's book. Well, if it's Korea in the other side, if Jose Canseco coaches the team of South Korea, then it'll be the biggest bestseller in South Korea. But you know why? Because you guys would favor the guy that murdered Jose Canseco when he tries to mock Japan, that says, oh, all the Japanese baseball players use steroids. That kind of patriotism will lead you to a bad situation, giving you a bad taste in your mouth. It's like saying people supporting O.J. Simpson. O.J. did not kill Nicole Brown. O.J. did not kill Ronald Goldman kind of people. You may be characterized to jerks, and I don't want that. I think you're very coolest people. You're the coolest people out of all Asian people, even though I've met. You have the same home family values, good morals, and all that stuff. But you know what? Sometimes people make mistakes. If you want to trust in your own folks, and you think and you believe that, okay, but that the day that Jose Canseco either coaches China's baseball team or South Korea's baseball team, maybe whatever South Korea's baseball team, he becomes manager, take him to the World Baseball Classic, but instead somebody replaces him because some guy killed him because Jose Canseco said that all Japanese baseball players use steroids, and the Japanese guy killed him. And the guy who was the bodyguard failed to protect him, goes to jail for a crime he didn't commit, and you guys favor the guy that never did a thing, who is not Japanese, as the murderer, and you put the Japanese and who killed Jose Canseco as the guy who didn't kill him, like an O.J. Simpson kind of thing. Well, I think what I believe, if you have pride and patriotism about your own country, please think about it. I think, could I jump your bandwagon supporting a murderer? It's like saying I'm supporting O.J. Simpson of 1995. It says, oh, O.J. didn't kill Nicole Brown. O.J. didn't kill Ronald Goldman. Well, please, for some of you that really do know what's going on with your own folks, just listen. Nobody's perfect. Not even me, not even you. What else? You cannot blame us for what we done back in 1945 when we put 2 bombs. Yes, so many of my own people of my own faith in Nagasaki. Too many Catholics killed. That's ridiculous. I felt so sorry of what have been done back in 1945. Well, I'm gonna feel sorry for you guys, as I felt sorry for the people that supported O.J. Simpson, that he did kill Nicole Brown and Ronald Goldman back in '94, so he could like walk away with murder. But I'm gonna feel the same way for you guys, that you're gonna put down the guy that failed to protect Jose Canseco, who is not Japanese, and you favor your own folks of a guy that really killed Jose Canseco. By the time comes that you will say, oh, this guy never hurt a fly. He never killed Jose Canseco, but this other guy, whoever it is, who is not Japanese, some white dude, is the guy he deserves to go to jail. And he killed Jose Canseco, but he didn't kill Jose Canseco. But the guy that did kill Jose Canseco, who is on your own folks, says, this guy never hurt a fly. He is not guilty. It's justice is served. But then what's going on? I think for some of you who realize that your own people ain't perfect, you're going to know that, trust me, you're going to feel a lot better than having these people favoring the guy that murders him. For the guys that murders him, even for a woman who is very talented in playing the piano, saying that leave him alone kind of thing, so that I think that Matt have left. You break up with Matt, but I think that if you supporting the murderer, I think that you will say you're gonna get regretted, and then some friends are gonna boo you. Why? It sucks to get booed, but it's good to say, oh yes, I realize this bozo has killed Jose Canseco. Who cares? Yeah, it's like saying, what's going on? If Jose Canseco supports Korea or China baseball team and says that Japan uses steroids, it is saying that, what is your good point of patriotism? Patriotism is supporting people who do good in this world. That's the real heroes. That's true patriotism. I'm going to tell you what, your baseball team from 2009 and 2006 are the real heroes of Japan. The people who are samurais or no ninjas or whatever your heroes are, those are the true people of Japan. People that the murderers of Jose Canseco, that's not the guy that murders Jose Canseco. That's not. That's showing false, like you're supporting a bad guy. That's mean you're being a bunch of jerks. I'm sorry, but that's true. Please, not even you, miss, that you know how to play the piano. I mean, what's her name? Yoko. Please do not support the guy that murders Jose Canseco if it's in your own kind, that said that the guy who is not Japanese, a murderer, but he failed to protect him, and you supporting your own foes, a guy that murders him someday in the future. So I think real patriotism to the US is the USA Dream Team basketball team. The Dream Team. That's pure patriotism. George Washington, that's pure patriotism. Even Abraham Lincoln, that is being pure patriotic, being true, being very well respected. So do you want to be well respected? Koreans are well respected with Psy. Us, we are well respected with Michael Jackson. What about you? Show your true colors and see your support and who will be well respected. Who will you respect? A killer or somebody that helps lives, or that has helped? Or maybe there's somebody, maybe there is a priest that are fixing up Fukushima from your own country, helping your own people. So goodbye, and I'll bow down. You know, just think about it before you say, well, I'm gonna support this guy because of this and that. Goodbye.